All right. Good to go. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I apologize in advance to Grabthar and Larry because they're not going to join us right at the start of the adventure, but of course they're welcome to spectate uh, while we while we play. I'm going to insert their characters in a different point in the story. And so yeah, um, let's get this thing started. Um, so winter has come. Freezing winds blow from the sea of swords to the west. Ice fills the harbor, and snow piles up around the crown of the north. Trade grinds to a halt as the city seals its gates, and few venture outside. However, plenty of citizens are still willing to brave the cold to gather in local taverns and fest halls, even with rumors of gang wars and corpses showing up on the streets. Something highly unusual in Waterdeep. The City Watch is on edge. Tonight, the 22nd day of Nightall, final month of the year, 1494 DR. You all have your reasons to be in one of the most iconic inns and taverns in the Castle Ward, the Yawning Portal. The place is a stone building with a slate roof and several chimneys. Most of the ground floor is taken up by tavern's common room, which contains a 40-foot diameter open well. A rope and pulley mechanism is used to lower adventurers into the well and hoist them out. And this is pretty much what you see.
Nice. Party time.
Yeah. So, were you guys listening to that music? Was that coming through?
Now it is.
The sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard playing a three-string lute.
Unless
Yeah,
anybody else, 'cause I don't know who's here.
no, go ahead.
So you see, at first you don't really see anybody walking in until you kind of camera pans down about 3 feet above the ground, and we see a little uh, gnome, judging by just the silver forked beard that juts down from his chin, black, just like completely black eyes, which is a little odd. But he's dressed in a flowing, bright red cloak, which he's got a little thicker than usual with the onset of winter outside. And on top of his head, as he walks in, he sort of tips his top hat, which is black and ringed by a crimson red band around the top. Tips his top hat to the whatever nearest bar wench he can find, though he's not interested in drink right now. And what he's going to do is almost immediately scan the room through this throng of people looking for one person in particular, which
Yeah.
you know who, but
Yep.
that's who I'm looking for
Absolutely.
as soon as I walk in.
Yep. So yeah, the place is pretty crowded, and you're like a short stump of a person and so it's hard to find a way across. But yeah, you're like walking around looking to see if you find the one you're looking for. Still a bit too loud and distracting. What do you mean, Grabthar? Who's loud?
Oh,
Is
sorry,
it
no, it
me?
was the music was so loud I could barely hear you or Jerry.
Oh, right. But you can fine tune that on the if you click on the cog wheel in
I'm
roll
sorry, I thought it
20.
was coming through you. I didn't realize that. My bad. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it is coming.
I
Yeah,
fixed it.
yeah, it's not coming through. It's in roll 20. So you
My
can
bad.
adjust that in there.
Done.
Um, so right. And what about our other protagonist?
Tabaxi, brown and cream colored fur, wearing a simple leather harness and a cloak adorned with black feathers. The Tabaxi is just scanning the crowd, looking for a particular friendly face.
Yeah. So as you scan the crowd, you realize you're right on top of a person who of a female half orc that kind of fits the description you were given, and you're right on top of her, right? So all you had to do is just uh, descend on the stairs right next to you, and you would be able to. Coming from this guy, and I know you see a dwarf, but use your imagination. This is a human, and he's got a shaved head. Uh, and he shouts. He says, "You pig! You like killing me mates, do ya?" And then a 7-foot tall female half orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from this guy, and 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the human. But before any of you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
Get a better height and away from the fight. So I'm like hopping like lily pads across the bar stools here to try and get a vantage point that is away from the battle.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, the crowd joins in. Like it actually, they converge on the thing, like to spectate. So it's really hard for you to move across. Uh, and you can see some of them like saying, "Oh, this is all bully blades," and "There you go, Yagra, get him!" and shouting like that, and the fight like starts to the brawl. No, you don't see blades, but it's something that it's kind of probably a lingo that you've probably never heard anywhere else in outside of Waterdeep, but they shout out like bully blades.
Okay. The tabaxi will try to push through the crowd.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. So you see like they're cheering, and you know, as you can hear the fighting going on, and when so yeah, you push through the crowd, and you can see like this half orc, like she's super tall compared to this guy, and they're going at it for a little bit, right? A few seconds, and so you push through. You're right on the edge. So what do you want to do, the tabaxi? You want to interfere? What do you want to do?
Like to suss out the situation and see if it looks like if she needs help or not.
Sure. She looks fine. The guy is pretty beat up. But the other 4 guys haven't really joined the fight yet. So they're just watching, and they're ready to pounce, you know. Okay. So so a few more seconds go by. You see this guy. You see the shaved head guy, and by the way, since you said you were like assessing the situation, roll me a perception check. So that's what you notice, and as you keep on watching, um, you see the guy who started the fight. He goes unconscious. The half orc just knocks him like with a hook on his jaw, and he just drops. But as soon as that happens, the other 4 start to pile up on her, and she seems to be like, you know, having a harder time fending off these other guys, because there are so many.
Well, at the sight of that, the tabaxi will push forward to behind whoever's currently engaging her and attempt to box him around the ears like the cat does.
All right, so let's roll initiative here. So let's see. At this point, it's pretty clear that the name of the half orc is Yagra, and because everyone is like cheering, you know, her name, and or not everyone, but a few of the patrons are, and so yeah. Right. So let's see. Um, so yeah, she's gonna hit the guy, and is gonna punch him again on the face, the guy that's right next to her. And for, let's see, a brawl is like improvised weapons, like is a flat 1 hit point, or is it like a 1d4 or something?
D4 is improvised weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, D4 is improvised, and I think if you're just punching, it's 1 damage.
Yeah. Okay. So
Plus strength or whatever.
yeah. So she probably grabbed like a keg of beer or ale or something and just smashed in this guy's head. So let's see, for 1d4, 4 damage. Ouch. That is nasty. So this guy is out of the fight, and let's say she clocks this guy right here, and 4 damage plus her strength, which is nothing to scoff at. So there we go. So yeah, in one go, this guy's like already dazed up, and she, she puts her fists up and is ready to fight them. And it's now our little short friend.
Okay, so I'm kind of actually doing what the tabaxi is doing, which is I'm just kind of watching the situation, evaluating if this group of toughs is actually hurting her. So right now it doesn't look like the case, so I'm just going to do nothing for now. Oh,
Okay.
Actually, there is one thing I just want to kind of consult what I know about Waterdeep. If someone were to cast a spell, not like an explosive spell, but just use magic in the Yawning Portal, are there repercussions for that, legally speaking? Do I know that?
Roll. Why don't you roll?
Fit that?
Yeah, intelligence would be something like if you heard about something like that, and or I can give you like a charisma roll if maybe you heard something from the locals in the short time that you were here. So
I
it's
would
up to you.
prefer intelligence if that's an option.
Intelligence? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so roll it. Nice. Yeah, you're pretty sure that casting spells in the open, there's a good chance there might be some repercussions. It's
Gotcha.
not something that is widely accepted in
Gotcha.
Waterdeep.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep
Like
my
the-
eye on this.
If someone asks you to like, hey, can you heal my wounds, and someone casts a cure wounds on you, that's
Mhm.
fine. But anything else is like, if there's no consent, there
Gotcha.
might be a problem.
No magic without consent. Got it. All right, that's my turn.
Right. That's it. So are you gonna hold your action? Are you gonna do anything?
No, I'm just watching for now.
Just watch. All right. So, what about the tabaxi? What is he gonna do?
Yeah, with a grin and a snarl, he'll come up behind one of the men engaged and just try to bat him across the head with his paw.
Sweet. Yeah. So
And
So
that's
you're going-
non-lethal damage.
yeah. Okay. But you're going for the same guy that the half orc just hit.
Is he still up?
Yeah, he's still up. I mean,
Then yes.
it depends. Yeah. So yeah. So you just climb on the back and on the back of his neck, and he just drops. So this guy is also unconscious.
So you cut out for a couple seconds there. What were you saying?
You hit him in the back of the head, and he drops unconscious as well. Yeah, she kind of smirks at you, like she looks at you and gives like a smirk with the side of her mouth, and then she immediately just gets herself into position and punch one of the other guys. these guys are chumps. So 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, they're chumps, but they hit. Yeah. So yeah, the 3 pile on top of her, and they start like hitting her like pretty fiercely, like they're coordinated. So they get, yeah, but you see that they're not doing much to her. Like they're trying to punch her and stuff. And she's pretty resilient, and these guys don't look like much. So it's kind of, it seems to you that she can take the beating. But yeah, they're all on top of her. So, and she tries to hit one of them. He dodges, and it's back to Vermilion.
Okay. I am going to hop down from the bar stool, and whichever of the bandits is sort of closest to me, furthest away from her, I am going to look and see, as long as he's distracted, focused on her, I'm going to look for like a belt pouch or something I can swipe.
Okay, but what, from one of the guys in the fight, or from just a patron?
From one of the guys in the fight, like the outermost.
Right. So because they're in the middle of a fight, I would give you disadvantage on that. You'd have to jump into the fray, steal the pouch, and get out.
Okay, so it doesn't look like a good mark right now.
Yeah.
All right.
On, he's just gonna grab even further and wade back into the fray, trying to box them about the ears. Always going whoever's most injured, whoever she just hit, he'll go after them.
They're all full right now. Okay, cool. It's the bandits again, and let's see what they do this time. Oh, one of them trips and falls flat on his face, but one of the others is able to punch her on the ribs, and she kind of winces a little bit, but she's pretty tough, and she can take it. So. Always whisper rolls right here. Never whisper rolls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you can switch that.
Yeah. Okay, so she hits, and now she's just punching. So it's a pretty nasty punch, and this guy is like super dazed. The same one that Cloud hit, which is this one on the bottom here. He's already super dazed and is looking like ready to go unconscious. And yeah, it's back to Vermilion.
Okay. Back to looking for a mark. So Is there anyone nearby who looks particularly wealthy? Nobility, something of that sort?
Nobility, no. You'd be hard pressed to find nobility.
Somebody
in
dressed
here.
gaudily, or are they all
But
just
yeah,
kinda...
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
A person well dressed is pretty
Okay.
easy to.
So that's the person I'm going to try to swipe something from.
Okay, go for it. And I'll give you advantage on this because the guy is entertained on watching the brawl. And it's back to Cloud.
Well, fully enjoying the fray. Cloud will just continue battering it, the one he just hit.
All right. Yeah, this one right here, he's barely standing. Like you can see, he's all groggy. And yeah, you sneak from behind again, and you hit him in the back of the neck once more, and he drops again. He goes unconscious. So yeah, and now it's the bandits, and you can see like their numbers dwindling, and they kind of kneel down and start to like try to get their buddies awake. You know, maybe one of them like pulls like a healing potion from his pouch and gives it to the bald guy with the shaved head guy, the one that started everything. And like they start to get up on their feet and stuff, and Niagara is still up, and it's like, what? You're gonna run away? And as all this is happening, then suddenly from out of the well, you see a roar, and this is not a human roar. This is something else. And as everyone looks towards the well, you see this massive creature just climbing its way out of the well. And it is surrounded by small, like, bat-like creatures. And like half a dozen of them they seem like super bloated, right? From blood, like as if they have been sucking on this guy like for like a while, right? And three others are like just flying around his corpse, or the troll, right? So yeah, so everyone just shouts, right, when they see that, and everybody starts to scatter now when they see the troll coming up, and what you see is the guy from around the bar. He just picks up a greatsword, and he just sighs and says, "Ugh, not again." And he jumps, and he goes forward to confront the troll. So yeah, this guy, you guys would know this guy. He's pretty famous. His name is Durnan, and he's the proprietor of the Yawning Portal. So yeah, the troll steps out of the well, and Durnan is right in melee with him, and these turges are flying about, and the other half a dozen Sturges that were kind of bloated from blood, they just start to make their way down the well. And for a slightly more action-oriented music. So yeah, so Durnham gets into melee with this thing, and he turns to you, Vermilion, and say to take care of the Sturges, and when the troll falls, to douse him with oil and light him on fire. And yeah. So
You got it, friendo.
let's see, top of the round here again. Let's do descending. There we go. So yeah, he shouts that to you, and he just swings at this thing with his greatsword, with this ornate greatsword. And oh man, is that a miss? That is a miss. So yeah, perhaps one of the patrons running away like bumps into him and gets him off his feet a little bit. So he swings wide. Is that all you got, or you got? Oh my God, is that a thing? This guy's crazy. Yeah, so he gets himself, recomposes himself, and then swings again. So yeah, now that is a solid hit for a good chunk of damage from this thing. And yeah, so next is Yagra. Yagra sees that, like, she immediately disregards she ignores the thugs, and jumps and tries to pass go past the crowd and next to Durnan to fight this thing. And because it's so packed, she makes it into melee range, but she can't actually do anything this round. But she's right there. Now it's the Sturges, and one of the Sturges, like, since everyone's like scattering, and Vermilion is just like standing there, like, wide-eyed, and Durnan just talked to him. One of the Sturges go after you, and is gonna try to hit you. So here we go. And God damn it, I whispered that again, but that is a miss. So you're fine.
Okay.
And one of the Sturges go after Yagra. Let me just turn off this frigging whispering thing. What? Always whisper, never whisper. There we go. So this is on Yagra. And that is a miss. That is a hit, actually. So one of the Sturges, like, just glues itself on Yagra's arm and starts draining her blood. And she's starting to look a little bit drained at this point, from the fight earlier, and now this with this Sturge draining her blood. And this other one will go after Durnan, and wow, he crits. So yeah, he probably just latches onto the side of his face and starts like draining on him, and he's got trying to take him away, and but probably like he's got one eye covered by this Sturge, and he's trying to see the fight, what the hell's going on. But yeah, and so yeah, he takes a little bit of damage from that. And right, so now Cloud, it's your turn.
Quick assessment, or what are the thugs doing?
Yeah, they're clearly scattering. The guy that started everything, like he's groggy, but he's up. Like someone gave him like a potion of healing, and they're just picking up the other two that are passed out and trying to drag them out of there.
Alright, at that point, Cloud will disregard the thugs. Can I make my way over to the ledge of the well and move along it?
Yeah.
Towards Yager.
Okay, cool.
So he'll jump up on the ledge and move over towards Yager, running along the ledge, drawing a rapier as he does.
Yeah, you can try to swing at the Sturge that is latched onto her arm. Like you can try to
Yeah,
see
he's gonna run and tumble along the ledge and try to just impale the Sturge.
Beautiful. Go for it. Oh, that is a miss. So yeah, it's hard for you to get a hit on with her. Like she's flailing and the Sturge is lashed into her arm. So you try to stab at it, but you miss. And so now it's back to our little friend.
Okay, so the Sturge that's kind of fluttering around me, I'm going to try to get a position where I snap my fingers and a little puff of flame comes out. And I'm going to try to aim so that if I miss, I hit a wall and not
Yeah, sure.
not a person. But I will firebolt the Sturge.
Yep. Perfect.
12.
That is a miss, unfortunately. So yeah, it's flailing about, it's flying like, it's really hard for you to get a lock on it, and yeah, your bolt goes wide, and now it's the troll, and I know trolls have some regeneration. Let me double check that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you see some of the wounds, like pretty much the wound that Durnan inflicted on this thing last time he swung his sword, just closes up, and the troll roars and just and tries to punch Durnan, and so yeah, and he's flailing now, like he's swinging wide with his long arms. So he goes claw. Ooh, man, and I'm fucking still whispering. That was a crit on Durnan. So never whisper rolls. There we go. So that was a crit, and so yeah, he knocks Durnan. Like he probably took advantage of the fact that Durnan is like has a Sturge like over half his face, and he just punched over his blind side, and he knocked like square. The punch really landed solidly, so that is a solid hit on Durnan. And oh my god, too many double clicks. It's just one click. One click is enough. And yeah, and so. And he tries a punch again, and this one misses, and then he tries to bite Durnan for 18. That is a hit. So yeah, but Durnan is pretty sturdy. Like you can see, like he just took a massive punch and a bite, and he's still like more focused to try to get the Sturge out of his face so he can fight properly than the troll in front of him. And so yeah, The bandits at this point, I'll remove them from initiative. I'll say that they scattered. They're probably like over right here at the entrance, ready to make their way out of here. And it's Durnan's turn, and he just attacks. He tries to punch the Sturge in his face to get it off. So let's see. Multi-attack. Yeah, he's just gonna punch. So, wow. Again, frigging never whisper rolls. So yeah, he hits. That's probably gonna be the end of this one. So it's a 1 plus his strength modifier. Yeah. So he just he just punched his own face, and the Sturge like splats and just into like a bloody mess. And so this guy here is gone, and he just looks at the troll, with a smirk on his face, and he just swings at it. So here goes. This is that point, Jared, where the whole text stuff that you don't want to show. So So let me just copy paste this out of the thing real quick, then I'll paste it back. So yeah, he swings his great sword in this thing 3 times, like super fast.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the first one misses, the second one, but the other 2 hit. So it's 23 damage, which takes 2 large gashes on this troll's hide, and he shouts back at you, "Deal with the Sturges and get that oil ready." And
I'm trying.
and now Yagra, she's gonna do the same thing. She's just gonna try to splat this Sturge on her arm. So let's see. That's a miss. I'll give her advantage. It's pretty easy to hit your own arm, right? So yeah, she splats this one. This one is dead as well. And so the other punch, she for her other attack, she just takes a mace from her belt, wields it, and just swings at this thing. With I'm gonna roll again for that. And with a 12, unfortunately, she's gonna miss. And right, so next is the one Sturge on top of Vermilion, and let's see what he can do. He's gonna try to
crit. No, that's a hit.
No, imagine those level 1 fights, right?
Eek.
Crit, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss, right?
No, that's a hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he it latches onto you, and then start draining your blood for 5 damage. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm still up, but
Yeah.
but sweating, looking pale.
Yeah.
So it is attached to me. Is that right?
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
say it's on your arm or something.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's the end of it, and now it's Cloud's turn.
Using my bonus action, Cloud will throw a dagger at the troll.
All right, cool. Why do you need a bonus action for that?
You'll see.
Okay.
Can
So
no, keep going.
yeah, go ahead, Jared.
Well,
No, no,
I
go ahead.
remember Durnan had said to get the oil, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
make sure I shout that out when I see the tabaxi, like
Get the oil!
as I wriggle with the Sturge on my
Yeah.
arm.
All right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's a bonus action to make an attack with my offhanded weapon,
okay.
and then I will move. He'll anime will run his way along the ledge, and hold my main action to attack with my main hand weapon when the troll swings at somebody else.
Okay, so just before he swings, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Basically, the bonus action is like it's how rogues manipulate turn order to get 2 sneak attacks in a turn with their 2 weapons, basically.
Cool. Is
Rogue
that something on the
shenanigans.
player's handbook? I don't remember ever seeing that.
So you can make a bonus attack. You can make an attack with your offhand weapon as a bonus action.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool.
And
Yeah.
you can only sneak attack once per turn, but then you can delay you can ready your action to attack with your main hand weapon to then go off on someone else's turn in order to double dip
Yeah.
on sneak attack.
Yeah. Sure.
Just like the Sentinel
That's
feat.
super hacks. I love it.
Well, I learned something.
Never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I don't need spells to make Jared's brain hurt.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Cool.
Right. So now back to Vermilion.
Okay, so with this thing attached to me, if I
Yeah.
tried to dagger it, would that be easier or harder?
Totally easier.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage on a dagger
So
attack. Like if
I'm
you draw your
gonna-
dagger, just try to slice it out of your arm, you have advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna palm a dagger from within my robes here and try to take this thing out.
Yeah.
Before
Go
it
for it.
sucks the life out of me.
Quite literally, in fact.
Yes, and it soon will do that if this doesn't work. So here goes. Dagger.
Okay, yeah, with advantage, that totally hits.
Okay. For 7.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
You just slice it in half, and you see like blood all over the place.
Where is the oil that Durnan was speaking of?
Oh yeah, like let's say one of the barkeeps behind the counter, like he has like two things, like kind of large. Perhaps you can't carry them both, but you can carry like one of them.
Okay.
Ready with oil.
I'm gonna attempt to vault over the top of the bar to the other side, probably stumbling and crashing into something as I come down. But that's what I'll do, and that is my turn.
Right. Okay, cool. And now the troll. You see again one of the gashes that Durnan cut on his flesh, like just cut knit itself right and close, and the troll can clearly see that Durnan is the greatest threat to him, so he's just gonna try to take him out. So 2 claw attacks, those both hit, and then a bite attack at the end. So yeah, this thing is vicious. And so that's a total of 23, 30. Yeah. But Durnan takes it. Takes it like a champ, and he just spits a little bit of blood, and kind of says, "All right, I had enough of this," and he's just gonna swing again at the troll. So, well, where is Durnan? Right here. So here goes again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. First one is a miss. Second one is a miss. Well, those are all misses except for the last. And so the last for 12. So yeah, you probably like Durham probably has his eye like blood over his like right eye from where the scourge was latched into his face. That's probably why he's missing so much. Otherwise, this thing would be gone already. And now it's Yagra, and oh, by the way, the troll just attacked. So I think you had a readied action, right?
Yep, I'll use
Okay.
my reaction.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah, that's solid damage. So yeah, the troll is super focused on Durnham, that you get a good hit with your rapier, like right through his ribs, and he shouts in pain, and you kind of set it up for Yagra with her mace, and she's gonna swing at this thing, try to finish it off. Ooh, sweet. Yeah, so she misses the first one, but with the second one, she clocks it right on the jaw, and this thing, like his head like just vaults back and kind of snaps, and it just falls lumped to the floor. So yeah, and so as soon as that happens, Durnham is like, hurry up with that oil and
I'm
light it
coming.
with fire.
I'm coming.
Yeah. So yeah, and then Cloud, you're doing anything when?
I'll lightly vault back off of the ledge of the well and get away from this whole oil and fire shenanigan that's about to go down.
All right. Okay. So yeah. As soon as Vermilion like douses the oil over the troll, someone else, probably Durnham himself or Yagra, she picks up the other kind of keg of oil and also pours on top of the corpse, and perhaps Vermilion throws a like a firebolt on top of it, and yeah, the troll starts to burn away, and so while the troll's corpse is slowly burning, let me just switch the music first here. So while the troll's corpse is slowly burning to a crisp, and everyone is sighing in relief, a short and stout human pushes against the tide of patrons towards you guys, saying out loud, as he's making his way towards you, you see Durnham, like he gives Vermilion and Cloud a look and a stern look and says, "You fought well," and he starts make his way back to the counter. So yeah, and this guy starts to approach, like clearing his way through the crowd, and says, "Marvelous, marvelous, splendid! What a display of skill and bravery! You be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help. Let's find a table to talk, shall we, please?"